Welcome friends, today we're going to talk about the lines in human design and the gene keys. In this case, the line 1 for the profiles 1-3, 1-4, 4-1 and 5-1. So first, a little introduction. Where do the lines come from? So you already know that we make calculations about the astral positions in the moment of your birth and 3 months before your birth for your personality, your mind, and your design, your body. Now, for the sun in these moments, in these 2 moments, we not only look at the astrological position. In my case, I'm a Taurus. We look at an even smaller fraction, gate 23, and even smaller than that, 6 divisions under the gate is the lines of the I Ching. In this case, the sun was in line 1. That's what gives me the line 1 personality. And 3 months before, the sun was in line 3, which gives me the line 3 design. Now, what is this profile thing all about? Well, imagine you come to Earth and you're here to play a role. They give you a script. That is the profile lines. So imagine you're going to play Batman. Batman was played by Adam West, was played by Christian Bale, by Ben Affleck, by Robert Pattinson. And all of them gave a different character to the iconic Batman with their own personal flavor.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Listen, I'm Batman.
This is the same thing for the profile lines. You have a particular archetype that you're playing, but you give it your own personal flavor. So now let's talk especially about the line 1. The line 1 is called the investigator, and 2 other keywords that I find are important are the creator and security or stability, foundational security. Now, as an investigator, you like to go deep into things. You like to get to know a system that you feel intrigued about and go deep into it, go to the nuance, go to all of the small print, the small details into it. You really have a capacity to assimilate information in this way and structure it inside your own head. Now, these are people that have done the work, have done the research, the experts. But this sometimes can backfire. This can be also a shadow of the line 1 because they never think they're good enough. They never think they are ready. They never think they know everything. And perhaps if you know everything about something, you get tired and you move on. Has that ever happened to you? Has happened to me. So the way that we handle this is going deeper into things, but being honest about where we are, how many years have we studied, how much do we know, and how much we don't know. And that is what you have to do with other people. Just be honest in where you're standing instead of repressing your gifts, instead of keeping them close to you but not letting them out, because this can also bring health problems in the end. This is one of the big shadows of the line 1. In the same way, with this deep eye for detail that we have, we can find cracks in the foundation of things. We can find things that are not practical, that don't work in the real world. We can see when someone is making an offer or is recording a podcast or a TV show or is doing something on YouTube even, and we say like, this person, I don't know if they know what they're talking about. Maybe I know a little bit more than them. Maybe you can find where that foundation is not stable, not secure. We also have the creative part of the 1-3. Now, many world-class artists like Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Kanye West have a line 1 in their profile. It's a very, very creative line. It sprouts naturally from within the line 1 to create something new, to make a new structure, a new system. We have a particular gift for that in the arts, in business, in any area that you can imagine. Now, the line 1 needs solidity to feel safe. And this is the thing about the foundation aspect of the line 1. First, the material things. First, having money to pay the rent, to pay the food, to pay for your lifestyle. And how are things going to be viable that way? How is this business going to work materially? And sometimes you might clash with the other lines. Perhaps a line 4 wants to be charitable or has a social cause, or line 6 has a huge vision, and as line 1 you might clash and say like, but how are we going to make this work now? What's the first step? What's the foundational step? And these are the differences in perspectives that we need to have when we're dealing with the other lines, and what makes life really rich and gives us variety and entertainment into this world. Now, others are going to see us as a figure of authority, as someone who has this solid foundation, because that's what we are looking for. We are looking for this foundation of things. And what we need to learn is that, of course, we can do our work to have our external needs met, to pay the rent and know our things and go deeper into things. But there is a certain inner solidity, inner foundation that we need to find. It's an inner sense of balance and stability that is the thing that supports everything else, because trying to find that validation, that foundation, that stability on the outside can only get you so far. If you want to have all this information very easy to access and at hand, you can check the design keys cards that I made. They are an amazing resource to study human design or the gene keys. There's cards on the centers, the profiles, the gates and the keys, the channels, the spheres of the gene keys profile. It's really an amazing resource. Check it out. I'll put a link in the comments. Other shadows of the line 1 can be that we become too serious, too strict, too rigid, and too obsessed with the information. Maybe we have an inferiority complex. We think that we don't know enough or as much as anybody else. We might have fears. A lot of material fears can be a part of the line 1. And as I said, the way that we heal this is by being honest on where you are at. The theme of the line 1 is a theme of introspection, of going inside, of looking deeper. So it's a personal line, it's an individual line. It's a line that is somewhat self-centered. A few extra pieces of information that I can give you, perhaps if you have a line 1 business, it's all about material success and solidity. Don't go thinking about many woo-woo things. Like, think how you can give your gift of stability, your foundational gifts, your day-to-day material solutions into the world. How can you give that to people? It's all about security for the line 1. And your brand has to look like that. You have to be someone that people can trust in this way. And also, if you have a line 1 kid, it's important if you can support him in his investigations. If they want to study something, if they want to do a course, if they want to go deep into something, if perhaps they don't want to go play with their friends and they want to stay at home and study or practice something that they like, let them do that. It's natural for the line 1 to be like that. That was all for today for the line 1. I hope you liked the tips. As always, like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. And if you want to learn more about human design, if perhaps you want to become a human design guide or use these teachings in your coaching programs or in your business, there is a very interesting course that we are launching. I'm going to put also a link in the description below. That was all for today. Thank you and see you soon.